fall, right? Okay. Be still. Be still. Whew. Hello, everybody. We are a few minutes early. So I've got a thingy, so hopefully I can keep up with chat. Um, I'm still kind of adjusting. Um, so, whew. How is everybody doing? It is Monday. Ooh, I need more coffee. I need more coffee. What, hello? I didn't mean to hit the go
You
live
want me to get it for
button.
you? Refresh order? That way you don't have to be quiet.
That's up to you. I mean,
It all echoes. I'm by echoing.
Rossi. What's up, Tiffany?
I'll get
Look
you
at
more
my
coffee.
beautiful gems.
It'll be iced coffee. I drink the rest of the regular coffee.
That's fine. I think I might even have some in the refrigerator now that,
Oh, yeah?
Miles isn't here to remind me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Hershey, are you having fun? I was literally about to talk about it. So apparently that's why they wanted me to come a few minutes early. Man, I don't, I hate to say it, but I love to say it, but I don't think it's going to get any better, but it keeps getting better, right? But y'all know me. I don't do the expectations. I just let whatever happen happen things. So the best part of it is uh, I have to show you guys something. Like I told you, you can't take me nowhere. Something will always find me. Something will always find me. So there's a story to this one, but it's literally from God 81 or 82. So my grandfather had this bar in the back of the house, right? And every once in a while they would let us sit at the bar, and pretend to be big kids and shit. And he had all these like figurines, the little drunken man, the little drunken lady, and he had all these figurines, and they were at the time I just thought like obnoxious. I mean, now I'm grown and I only have the little drunken man left. But he also had the wise, right? He had the wise monkeys everywhere in the bar. They were in different places, and he had different versions of them, right? He had versions where if you opened up the barrel, like he would be like, and if it had water in it, it would squirt you. And anyway, so this one does not squirt, but it is all four of the wise monkeys. But I have to show you guys. So you guys know how it goes with wise, right? It's hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, right? But then there is a fourth one, and some of you may know it, but for the most part, they don't really speak on the fourth one too much because he's kind of fallen in the way of the silent type. So I found this one, right? And they're in a barrel, but I promise it's not gonna squirt anything. But it's do no evil. The fourth one is in there, right? Do no evil. So, like I said, you can't take me nowhere. I found these guys. So. I can always find the innocent guys. Yeah, I'm having so much fun. Like, I got to go to the ocean. I got to release. I got to see a sunset at the ocean. Well, one so far, but there's many more to come. I'm gonna catch a sunrise too. Oh man, I'm gonna catch one, but I needed to warm up just a little bit. But yeah, I have a thing. I have a thing for monkeys and turtles. How are you guys doing? Oh man, I'm having tons of fun. How are you guys? So I gotta still kind of get me ready since hadn't got that far yet. So, I'm putting it on backwards again. Yep. No, this way. Right? Yeah, this way. So I got this. So I got a oh my god. So I found an honor doll, right? And she's as you guys would call her a voodoo doll, but she's an honor doll. So when I found her, I was just kind of walking around with her, and blessing her and sharing her energy. And then we were getting up to the counter, and I was like, I'm not gonna leave her here. So I I looked at Michelle, and I was like, Michelle, is she okay to come home with me? And Michelle looked at her, and she was like, yeah, like she feels good. So we're at the cashier thing, and this lady named Barbara, she's like training this gentleman that's cashing us out, and she's looking at her, and she's just looking at her and looking at her, and then she goes to wrap her, and she starts smiling, and I was like, yeah, you can tell, right? And she was like, yeah, and I was like, she's an honor doll, and she was like, ah. So anyway, long story short, she starts going into her sister's a mortician and all of this, and how she has this obsessively fond connection of honoring death. Like it's just like it's her way. She's not scared of death. She thinks it's beautiful, right? So we're like talking about it, and this guy that she's training, this little young kid, he's probably 24, 25. His eyes are huge. His eyes are huge. Like, this woman is training me. Like, I don't know. It was just a look on his face. It wasn't like, it was shock. Like, it was like, holy cow. So, yeah, it was really cool. It was a good experience. We kind of had similar situations because you guys know my sister Erin just graduated recently from there in Houston. I said here in Houston, there in Houston, with her mortician license, and it was like, sis, let me take pictures with this and that. No, no, no. It's like, no, no. And it's like, I don't want to do it for like, I want to do it because I want to do it. But it's always a no. And she's like, yeah, I got the same nose. Denise, Grand Rising. Where are you finding these interesting things? Well, I'm technically finding the items, but Michelle is the one that has like this pretty cool connection to like certain stores. She kind of explored the area a little bit, and like she knows which ones kind of like got good vibes. And so they're antique stores, different metaphysical stores. Oh man, so we went in this um, antique store yesterday, and as soon as I walked in, I was like, "Oh, they got some good energy in here, right?" It's where Michelle got her crown from, right? And I saw, oh God, I saw the most gorgeous crown. Oh my God, y'all. And it's for like somebody like me, a shadow worker, right? And it's, oh my God, it was so gorgeous. It was so gorgeous, but I didn't have 25 bucks, so I'm hoping it's there on payday. I'm definitely gonna go back and get it if it's still there. I hope it's there. I feel like it'll be there. So, but yeah, they're just antique stores. I love looking at history. I love feeling the energy, and on occasions, I may run across a spirit or a shade that is ready to cross or um, needs to be freed or is trapped in a tween or something. I don't know. It's like I always seem to manage to find the oddest things, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Test the spirit of what? Who? Oh my God. Mm-mm. Oh my God. You better get off my channel. you go. You gonna get it, man. You gonna get it. I'm gonna send my sick. No, I'm not. I'm not even gonna speak it into existence. No, I'm not. Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm. Ooh, the devil is alive. Ooh, we got some prayer cards, y'all. We got these really cool prayer cards, right? So listen, y'all know I'm a fire dragon, right? Listen to this. Listen to this. Great guardian of the heart, I call your passion and speed. Grant me the wildness of dancing flames and the flower of heat to mold in thy stone. Help me deepen thy mysteries hidden within the flame and the flicker so brightly of the treasures offered by the world. Curl within the forge of my heart until the time comes to lift your head and breathe the flame against the darkness. That is my fire dragon prayer. Like, isn't that freaking wonderful? And then she was drawn to this one. Like, she has this, like, beautiful connection to dolphin, right? When I say she, you guys know I'm with mosaic insight. So, and it's messenger between the worlds, swim gently into my life, teach me the way of both air and water, show me how to leap freely from the waves and into the deep, beneath the surface and the expectations. To everly play and sing, help me listen to the sound within myself, help me stay patient and balanced. And when my time comes to take action, let me move with grace and intelligence. Let me be sensitive to those that which surround me, sliding through the oceans of possibilities. Not a single note in the vast sympathy, but of the universe, singing strong, ringing true. Like, like that is beautiful. That is a beautiful dolphin prayer. And then she's a snake, right? So in Chinese mythology, in zodiac, she's the snake. So I think she's the fire snake. So, but this one, we couldn't find a fire snake, but we found a snake prayer, and it is literally mosaic, guys. Listen, it says, "I call upon the spirit of the snake. I call upon the primal and the healing forces you carry. I call your intuition and your heightens of senses. Help me retain and press close to the present, so that I might experience this existence directly. Wake me to be aware of subtleties and open to change, sensual and fertile with spirit. I ask for your transformation. Help me shed that which I have outgrown. Clear my eyes so that I might slide freely from the past into the newly formed now. Coil your power, your speed, and your precision within me so that I might harmonize with the invisible and swallow whole the wisdom that I seek." Wow. Like, if you guys are a snake in the Chinese zodiac, if you have a connection to dolphin, or you are a dragon, whether it's a fire dragon or any kind of dragon, I hope that those prayers go out to you. Today's meta messages. I don't have the privilege of having Shakina or Metatron with me today. All of my team that is angel or higher or all about that light and all about helping is in California right now, guys. We need today to be lifted. We need prayers. We need blessings. You don't physically have to give anything, but 11 minutes today, everybody. Find 11 minutes for today just to send it. Speak it into existence. Let your voice be heard today. Today's meta messages will not be done with the regular, beautiful, gorgeous collection that we usually have. Today we are using mosaic decks and one of mine, but we are using her energy. Her energy is about inspiration. She can turn negative into positive just by being still, just by being calm. So we're going to use that in our messages that we speak into existence today for those that may need it. If you have angels on your team, send them to help those that truly are in need today, because there is a lot of them in there. So this person's still on my thing, huh? Mm-hmm. They need to go away. Oh, Rossi, you're a dog. Good, 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 good. Wooden snake, Chinese year coming up. Yeah, we are in the snake year. Yes, 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 yes. And Mosaic is really into like the Eastern traditions, like feng shui, and I'm kind of looking forward to it because I don't usually celebrate like the calendar year, like January 1st, like a lot of people do. I call it amateur night, but that's just my way of thinking.
I don't see a troll.
Okay, so this person, this test the spirits of the Yahuwah or whatever. Um, I don't know who got them. One of the moderators got them, but
Okay.
that would have been, I don't know. I didn't even get to see what their message says, and I don't want to open the file to look at it. So, but that would have been the troll.
No. Sorry for interrupting you.
No, you're good. At least now you know kind of what you're looking for. So, we're going to use positive stuff, man. We've got to think positive, not just for California, but for those that lost, for the innocents that we lost, whether we're losing physical people or the places, the shelters and the homes that kept them safe, or the restaurant that served hundreds every day that is gone now. You know, your childhood memories that may be gone. It's for this. It's for the spirits to stay lifted. You know, we have to find a way to look at this in a way that's differently, right? So we have these bad, horrible storms that take out things, tornadoes, hurricanes, volcanoes. We have all these natural disasters that happen. And I'm not 100% sure that this is natural, but at some point, you know better than to do this in California because of how dry it is, right? You know that when you walk outside Florida and it's like you couldn't catch nothing on fire if you had to. Everything's so waterlogged all the time, right? So, with that concept in mind, those that need it will receive it. And that's where I need you to be at. I don't want you to think, that you're not being heard. Your blessings won't be received. Speak them into existence. 11 minutes. That is Metatron's message for you guys today. For all of you gems needing something to pay forward right now, right here today. That's how you can pay it forward. Metatron and Shekinah and a lot of angels are only asking for those of us that can give 11 minutes today for all of those displaced right now, no matter where they're at. If you can't do it for California, do it for what you can do it for. And those blessings, those 11 minutes, those sacred few minutes will help more than you can even imagine. That will multiply so many times. Every 11 minutes multiplies, guys. So just think of how many times you can times your 11 minutes into 11 minutes times all of us. And that is a whole lot of what somebody doesn't have right now. And they need it. So let's get started with these meta messages, guys. Good morning, Janet. Good morning, Maruta. Good morning, good morning, good morning, AM salutations. We are on location and we are in my dream state of Florida, guys. I love Florida. I love Florida. I always have, and God willing, I always will. I I I don't know. I don't know. I've never been to the West Coast, but if I ever get my chance, I'll have to seriously compare it to Florida. Like, I mean, it doesn't get any better. But this is me being biased because I don't know no better, right? Anyway, if you guys want to meta messages, you know what we do. They will be very short, but they will be on point for you. If it doesn't resonate for you, please stick around because I am going to give 10 of them away today and one of them will resonate with you. I guarantee you, it's just something that happens, right? So your message may directly affect you, but guess how many more it could actually resonate with? So the rules of this channel are real simple on meta messages. Take everything that resonates, no matter who it was directly read for. If it is yours, put that shoe on, lace that bitch up, and wear it proudly. Don't take what doesn't resonate. Leave it for somebody that does. Don't get greedy. And remember to always, always, always know that you're moving forward with 2 feet and a heartbeat. So your blessings are always coming in twofold every time you take positive steps. Rossi! Okay, Rossi. And my man behind the curtain, y'all. Look, here we go. Man behind the curtain, man behind the curtain. All right, y'all, let's get the man behind the curtain here. All right, we have Rossi up. But I have the best moderator, so I know you guys will help me stay in track. Necessarily don't know the order, but we will stay in track. So, all right. Oh, okay, so there is Rossi, there is closure for you, right? So you have a conclusion coming up. Something that was literally chapter one many, many moons ago has finally come to an end. This book is done. This is beautiful. I don't know if it ends today or if you're waiting to figure out how you put that final last knot, whether you're going to put a slip knot in there as a joke or an everlasting rabbit knot, and it's never going to go anywhere, and it can stand any wind or tide or any amount of strength. But you do have some serious closure coming. That doesn't mean that you are done as a writer. That just means that that book done. You are on to writing a brand new book. It is probably going to be science fiction, or it is going to be about a nebula that you found while you were writing this book. So, however it goes, make sure that the two have closure and they do not overlap each other. There's something for you to be joyous about. There are some small things that are going to be coming in for you. Granted, if you multiply it by 11, hypothetically, literally, it could have the resolution of maybe pi, a never ending decimal that continuously goes and goes and goes and goes. There's no ending, right? So remember that joy is the beginning of a brand new book for you, right? Not chapter, brand new book. There is something for protection that will be added, or you could be the one that's adding it, right? So you get the sigil of protection for you to come in. This is for you to set yourself in a sacred circle or set your corners, change your grids out, change your stones. Find something that makes you a little bit worrisome, but not uncomfortable, because worry and curiosity go together when you do it healthy to bring about change, right? You have to wonder the worry, not for a stress worry, but what is the unknown? What is to come? But you won't know until you start. So remember that there is something within you that is meant to be received as joyful as you start the new book. Make sure that there is protection sigils included so that you can be free in a sacred space to be you. You don't have to worry about someone else's forced thoughts or how they may perceive it. It is about you, your journey, and your growth. The last thing they want you to understand is that your spirit guide can lead you, but cannot do it for you. So you have been led to the point where it's time to put that ending there. It's time for you to find your joy. Give yourself 11 minutes. Let it be multiplied by day, by night, by second, by breath, by step. However you choose to multiply it, even if it's by not, and you do knots really good. So don't let that not be included. Literally play on words there, not. But anyway, they are leading you to this. They can't do it for you, and they can't make you drink from the water that will help you gain the knowledge that you need. So make sure that you understand you right now are literally letting them lead you. So therefore you must be very comfortable in being in a follower spot. Even when a leader must be asked to listen, it's because someone else is walking with you. That person is your team, your spirit guides, the universe, their self is walking with you. And this is their chance to let them get a chance to carry you. Let them carry you. There's something that's wonderful there for you. And then when you get there, just start writing. Doesn't matter where it starts. It just matters that you start. And that's what I've got for you. Oh, look, I even got a little handy dandy thingamabobber. Let's see if this works. Hi, KK. Good morning. Third time for writing? Well, I think it sounds like a home run then. Oh, nope, see, nope, nope. Oh, this thing's doing it too. Oh no. Okay, Rossi. Cocoa Beach. Ooh, that sounds wonderful. I don't know where Cocoa Beach is, but that sounds wonderful. You're welcome, Rossi. So, unless I've missed one, that's the only one? Okay. All right, well, I guess we'll just chit chat because I don't see any more. Ellen, hello. Good morning. Good morning, Ellen. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Coffee, coffee, coffee. And we sip. Y'all, the Florida humidity. It's killing me here. Killing me, Smalls. I'm making plans to do something different with my hair, y'all. I want to do it. I want to do it. Comment me. Yes, thank you, Marita. They are absolutely 100%. 100%, 100%. Janet. Janet and KK. Okie dokie. Janet. Janet, 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 Janet. So, back in the day, when I was a kid, my grandmother had this poster in her bathroom, right? She had the smallest little powder room or whatever, right? It was just a water closet, as she called it. It was just a toilet and a sink, right? Fucking water closet, like it's a fucking bathroom. But anyway, or a half bath or whatever you call it. But anyway, in her day, it was a powder room or a water closet. So anyway, it was black and white, right? So she had this bright, huge yellow sun picture that had all these cats like looking up at the sun, right? There was one. There was one cat in there that was polka dot. All the rest of them were just regular tuxedo cats, the black and white cats, right? But what I'm getting from this is the fact that it pays to be different, right? So the first thing that we are starting with is differences, right? Differences doesn't make us strange, right? In fact, opposites attract is usually how the physical law rule of thumb would go, right? Opposites attract. So for them to start out with that for you, what I feel like they're trying to say is even if this is your soul partner, your soulmate, your wife, your husband, it could actually just be your children. Because trust me, I've got kids. I know it goes that way. There's differences there, right? And especially if they're grown children. Oh my God. Well, not only is it differences, they've got their own life formed opinions, and it's whatever it may be. So differences can be good. Differences can help you learn to bend, right? We don't want to break. We don't want life to break us. We don't want to allow our mind to get broken, our heart to get broken, our path to get broken. We don't want broken in our life. But what we can't do is control things that are different. We can control somewhat of our reaction to something, but at the same point, we actually have no control over the fact that we are different, right? So maybe start understanding that the apples and the oranges, the whites and the blacks, aren't just that simple. They may be as complex and layered as you are. You just have to find the common ground. So take in the differences, enjoy the differences, spot the differences, but find a way to learn about them so that you don't break your path and you find new ways to bend along the way. You are on the right path though. So this difference, whether it is a lifestyle difference, an opinion difference, or just a way of doing something that you didn't do before, doesn't mean that it isn't meant for you to try something different to move forward into for your path. You're meant to find this common ground, okay? So stop bumping heads with it. Whatever it is that you or whoever it is, you are at a difference with. That's not your enemy. That's not someone that isn't meant to walk with you or learn from you or you learn from them. So find it. There is gratitude on the other side of this. I promise. You just have to trust in the unknown. And that is the best part, is learning that you can find something to give and receive that gratitude of blessing for, right? So once you learn to flip the coin over and just look at the other side, you don't have to apply it. You just have to look and make sure that there is another side. Once you get there, there is something that you can do. It's at that moment you're going to light a candle for the strength that you gained within yourself. Whether you see it, feel it, know it instantly or not, still light that candle. There is something for you and there is strength to be gained. You just have to trust the process. As we can't control how we get there, we just have to enjoy being there. And that's what I've got for you today. Before I look now, okay, I think it's KK's turn, right? So, KK. All right, KK, you're up, babe. Some of us know things, right? We don't know how we know it. Some of us see things. And this is kind of personally, I'm going to take a little bit of this, right? So, um, I'm struggling to see things, right? And I don't mean like with or without my glasses. My my gifts are growing, right? And I haven't talked to a lot of people about it because I don't know what to trust, right? Not who to trust. I don't know what to trust, right? So, it started just a little over a year ago, right? I did this manifestation ritual. I wanted to know why me, right? And I know that what you don't do is question why they give us something, whether it is hurtful, painful, or helpful, or heavy. Um, Up there, it's a gift, right? That's a gift from them. We have to figure out how to apply it in our life, right? So I had been having dreams that I couldn't explain, and then things were happening, and it was like I felt like I had done this as a child, but then, I kind of shut everything off, and then it was like everything was just ripping through the doors at one time. And I remembered a long time ago I had did this crazy stupid ritual to know more. Why, why? So that why, right? That why intensified because, well, you want to know why? Well, here's more, right? Instead of sitting me down and saying, this is why, they gave me more. Did that help? Nope. Mm-mm. What happened is I kind of had my own very own Bruce Almighty moment. You know what I mean? Um, so this last year or so, occasionally I'll see things, and I'm like, is that happening? Is it postcog, precog? What is this? You know, I'll if I'm with a person that I'm comfortable around, I'll ask them if they see what I see, or do they sense anything? And 9.99 times out of 10, no, they don't see it, um, or I'm not comfortable enough to ask the people I'm around if they see it. Like, okay, yep, there's the weirdo again. She's seeing shit, right? So what I want you to understand is I used to be intimidated of my own voice. Even though I would preach and help people with a closed mouth doesn't get fed, I wasn't taking my own advice. I wasn't listening to the own words in my own head. So about a year ago, I started listening to the sound of my own question, right? Wasn't that I was trying to answer it, I was actually listening for an answer, a response. I was realizing I was being heard, right? I was just talking to the wrong people about it, right? I wasn't realizing it was my team that I needed to hear me so that I knew I was being heard. Yeah, I look like the crazy person. I look like I'm insane, right? Because insanity looks a lot like gifted, touched, or possessed. But they look like insanity too. So it's kind of a very, very thin line. Is it as thin as the line is between love and hate? Who knows? Maybe, possibly. Is it thinner? Maybe, possibly. Same thickness? Maybe, possibly. But those are the shoulda, woulda, couldas that are the unknown that we just have to trust, right? You look at every bird that's out there, they get kicked out of the nest, and you're going, well, what's going on with this situation, right? You have to think about the person or the animal, the bird, the mother, the father that pushed them out of the nest knows they're ready to fly. Well, they don't have to trust the branch, though. And that's the part the one that's in the nest is still scared of. Well, that branch is too thin. You learn to trust your wings, right? And that's what I'm saying. You're gaining something. I don't know what it is that you're gaining, but they are literally saying you are heard. It is validation. At some point, you did a manifestation spell. This is you receiving the answer, whether you did it subconsciously, unconsciously, or consciously, present in your current situation. Somewhere, somehow, you did a manifestation spell to be heard. And this is your confirmation that they hear you, right? There is something that is so wonderful within you. And that takes me back to the original statement that I said. Sometimes we just know things. We don't know how we know them. We don't know why we know them. Why am I the one that saw this, heard this, felt this, experienced this, and no one else did, right? There is knowledge within you, and it is lost right now, but that isn't going to be forever, right? Understanding that you yourself have lost knowledge within you is the reason that now you could be experiencing extra heavy, extra hard, extra, I don't want to do this, or oh my God, there's blessings raining from everything. Doesn't matter what the extreme of it is. What matters is that you're present and you're there for it. And you yourself asked for this. So your voice now has weight. Your blessings now have weight, but they have weight in the ways that you don't understand, right? So how fucking far do you have to fall before you realize you're the only one that can get you up? You. It was today when you realized that you are no longer not being heard. What you are experiencing is because that is the weight that you can carry, and they're not going to put more on you than you can bear. So remember that as you go throughout today, tomorrow, and every other unpromised day, remember that you can always be heard. You have self worth, and they are going to help you find it by helping you find the knowledge within you that you have lost through your walks. These are your experiences, your life path journeys that you have done, and now they are all starting to pile up on top of you, and you have to be the one to figure out which one goes next. It's your puzzle. It's time for you to put it together. Now, whatever direction they are leading you to, whether you are a light worker or a root worker, I don't know. They're not telling me that. That is for you to find out, love. But it is time. You have officially been heard. And whatever you are dealing with is what you will be paying forward. And that's the message I've got for you, sweetie. Rose Blue, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, trust. And they're probably throwing a lot of shit at you that you can't understand. So, trust, right? Trusting what you see. And I'm just going to elaborate a little bit. I saw something since I've been here, and I can't explain it. Actually, I saw two things that I can't explain. Um, Y'all, you might as well laugh with me because everybody at the gas station did when I thought I saw a pterodactyl. Y'all. So I could tell the team was trying to get my attention, right? And I'm just having fun. I'm chilling. I'm just chilling, right? I'm sightseeing, looking around, and I know they're trying to get my attention, and so I hear them remind me to remind Michelle, oh yeah, we gotta get gas. So she was like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. So we pull into this we pull into this gas station, right? So Michelle goes in, she's paying for it. Well, at first, okay, so I gotta like seriously go through the whole thing real quick. So literally, we pull in, and all of a sudden, we can't find the money, right? And Michelle's like, wait. So there's like 5 minutes gone by, and we finally find it, and it was there the whole time. But it was like it was just all of a sudden invisible, right? Like, well, it was here. So anyway, we find it. She goes in, she pays for it. She comes back out. When I tell you, now I worked at a lot of gas stations, so I understand how pumps work. If they get low, they work really slow, right? Like they forever take the pump. Or if they get air in the line, they take a very long time to put gas in your car. Like it's like, oh shit, we're gonna be here for a while, yeah. I'm not kidding you. She comes out there, and I'm like, well, it's one of two things. Either there's air in the line, or the fuel is low in the barrel under there, right? In the tank, the gasoline tank. So anyway, we're sitting there, and I mean, it is just seriously dragging ass. Like it had been like damn near 10 minutes, and we didn't even have a gallon in the. So I'm like damn near standing at the street, and I'm smoking a cigarette, and we're just talking shit, talking bad shit, and then all of a sudden the thing like stops, like it shuts off, right? And Michelle's like, "What the fuck?" So she walks back over to the gas tank, and she's looking at it, looking at it, looking at it, and I'm just looking at the sky, and I swear to God, what I saw was three or four little birds playing on the side of a sign and just kind of frolicking and playing in the air. And then, literally out of nowhere, from behind the sign comes this giant bird, and I'm like, it's a fucking pterodactyl. And I didn't realize how loud I said it, right? Oh my God. Like everybody, like there was this guy that was pumping gas beside Michelle, and which now the pump is working just fine, like moving fast as fuck. You're like the tank's full. It's like no, that just Speedy Gonzalez, right? And me and Michelle get back in the car, and she's like, "That guy was cracking up. I don't give a fuck. I thought I saw something. Maybe I didn't see anything at all." And I'm like starting to, so that was the second encounter, but it was because I felt comfortable enough to say it around Michelle. I just didn't realize how loud it said. I don't know what I saw, guys. I saw some pelicans take flight while we were at the ocean, and granted, the shape of them was incredibly similar. But if this was a pelican, this was the biggest pelican I've ever seen in my life. I swear to God, whatever was in the air is wingspan, and I mean, we were like a half a block away from where I saw this thing flying in the air, right? So there's some distance between us, right? So it looked like it had like 6 to 8 wingspan on both sides, like just huge, and it was quite a distance away. And if it was a pelican, it was the biggest pelican I've ever seen, ever seen in my life. So I don't know, but and then that was the second thing. The first thing I thought I saw was I thought I saw a coyote. And I think it was like the first or second night I got here, right? We were standing outside, or I was standing outside, and or no, maybe we were. I don't remember. Anyway, I thought I saw like a coyote or something, right? Just like kind of just running up the road, and I'm like, and then I instantly remembered that there was a dog that occasionally would break out of one of the yards around here, and I'm like, Michelle, have you seen that dog lately? And she was like, no, no, not. And like 5 minutes later, right? Like Cole was playing in the yard and having fun, and then something in me was like, Cole needs to go in the house. But Cole sensed it too, y'all. Like he was at the door, like scratching, like let me in, let me in. And maybe a minute later, this freaking huge dog come out and like I don't know, but there was something like dragging on it, and it was making this eerie, creepy ass sound because it was like wrapped around him, and it was like I could tell he was hurt or limping. But I was also overtaken by like I think the dog's fear because there was something dragging behind him, and it was like Michelle, I gotta go in the house. Like I can feel the sensing of the fear and my anxiety. It was just like, and I went in the house, and once we figured out like it was like the dog that usually gets out, like everything like seriously calmed down. But I was talking to her. I was like, Michelle, I think I saw something like before I saw the dog. Like, but what I thought I saw was like a coyote, like the shape of like a coyote. And then when I see the shape of this dog, it's like a Great Pyrenees kind of mix. So he's kind of got that long décolleté and then the thin in the back. And I'm like, well, I mean, I guess maybe what I saw was the dog was gonna come, and within 5 or 6 minutes, I just didn't realize it at the time. But anyway, I've been seeing, and I've been learning to trust that I'm okay to talk about what I'm seeing. So basically, what I'm saying is trust. Trust what you saw. Trust it, even if it's not there and no one else sees it, hears it, or feels it. Talk about it. And that's what I got for that, sweetie. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and go on to the next one. I just saw a bird. I know, y'all, I know. All right, who was next, guys? If anybody has read Rose Blue's request, if I had a card I could do that on, Rose, I would absolutely send you $2, man. I would absolutely send you $2. I don't have Cash App, um, but I would absolutely do it. But I don't. I only have my one card, and I'm in the hole $2, so I couldn't send it if I wanted. I'm in the hole. All right. Was there anybody after KK? Wasn't that was KK? Yeah. Was there anybody after KK, guys? Let's see if I missed anything here. Okay, so I have. You went and she went and got the thing. I would love to see a dinosaur too, man. Oh, okay. So funny joke, right? It was the next day. I think wasn't it the next day? See, you guys, Miles isn't here, so I can't recall the memory. So either it was, I think it was the next day, right? We're just window shopping, getting out of the house, and uh we're looking around, and I hear one of the guys say, "Look down." And of course, when I look down, I see a T Rex. Like he's like a little 2.5 foot T Rex. He's just as cute as he could be. I didn't realize they were talking about something else at the time, but I looked down and then I'm like, yeah, I saw a tyrannosaur. I saw what a pterodactyl, and now they're showing me a Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's like dinosaur. So I thought it was funny as hell. Last night, while feeding, both of my son and me saw a man's shadow walking. Its shadow was clear as day along my horse trailer. Did y'all hear that? See, now I'm hearing shit. Sound like a car door. I don't know if it picked up on the mic or not. Where'd that big ass truck come from? I mean, big ass earth mover. He wasn't out there this morning. He wasn't even out there a while ago. Hmm, interesting. I would say absolutely believe it. 100%. Believe what you saw. Oh, Rose, I am so sorry. Oh, man. I am so sorry. See, I don't even like. Oh, see, no, no. Who is this about to time out? No. Oh, God, I hope I did not just time somebody out. If I did, I am so sorry. I cannot figure this shit out. Okay, hold still. You hold still. I have got to figure this thing out. Rossi, I wish this would have came with directions. I wish I could. No, I'm not blowing y'all kisses, but if you want me to, I will. I gotta read them. I would say trust. Trust the process. It could be one of your spirit team. It could be a guide coming in. So your spirit team um, could be quite large, or it could be small. It could be an ancestor that is the universe way of showing you. You saw it. Now here's proof. Not that they have to prove that they are real up there, but sometimes our brain needs to have confirmation. And the best part about it is you can tell them do it again. If that was what I saw, if I was absolutely meant to hear that, see that, or feel that, please do it again. Confirm that I felt that. Confirm that I saw that. Do it again. I'm going to light a candle. Flicker once for yes, flicker twice for no. You have ways to find those answers. You just have to learn to start thinking outside of the box. And then if you feel like you need to know that, ask for confirmation. It's the best part. If it's truly meant for you, they will confirm or deny that wasn't them or it was them 100%. Yep. If you, Rose, if you have a channel, you can put it in your community tab or, you know, you can share it. Jane. Oh, best of wishes, best of wishes, best of wishes for her. I will include her in my 11 minutes for you today, Jane. And I'm insisting that all gems give 11 minutes today for something other than their self. So I will include her in my 11 minutes. Sit, sit. Y'all taking it easy on me? Unless I miss somebody. I didn't miss anybody, did I? Yes, 11 minutes. So that must have been what I heard, and then all of a sudden he showed up out of nowhere. So a huge, like, earth mover. Like, it was like I could hear, like, the whining coming. Absolutely. And there is no specific time, Jane. It is just when you have 11 minutes, give it up. If you need 11 minutes, you take 11 minutes. But if you can give 11 minutes, take 11 minutes. Absolutely, absolutely. Rose, see, that's the problem. See, I was raised with the concept of a closed mouth doesn't get fed. So I used it in the wrong way as a child, but now that I'm grown and I'm literally finding my way, I'm finding my way on my path. I'm learning through people that there is a way. There is a way. There is a way for people to be different and be together, right? We all usually are doing our best to get to the same place. We know how, right? So if your way and you're raised in this way and your morals and your values and your ethics, as long as they are true to you and yourself, and you're going in your direction and you're staying true to you and your path, it's okay for us to be different. It's okay. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to assume that you're not trying to get to the same place I am. And I'm not assuming that I can't learn from you along the way as well. Some of us, all of us, just need to understand that we may have been thrown through every freaking or feckin', literally feckin' thing that life could throw, right? Like every bad thing that could happen. I've been there, I've done that. Where's the good? When does it start? Some of us aren't meant to have the good in the beginning. Sometimes we are meant to have the really, really bad, but that just means that we went through it young or we went through it hurtfully back then when we shouldn't have. But now we get to live. Now we get to experience it. I'm doing things at 48 years old that I should have done as a child, a teenager, a young adult. Prime of my life. I'm going to be 50. I'm going to be over the hill. I'm doing things now that I should have done a long time ago. I didn't give myself that chance. I didn't give myself a chance to be a kid because I didn't have a chance. I didn't give myself to be a teenager. I didn't have that chance. I had to grow up. I had to be this. I had to be that. I had to do this. I had to do that. Right? I don't have to do that no more. Now I can tell you what got me out of those places, and that was hope. And now I get to live. And now I get to be that kid and make that little girl happy again inside of me by doing the things that she never got to do because she couldn't be a kid. But now I do. I get to go play in the sand. I get to go dig up seashells like a little kid. I get to run around through stores and feel the energy and the innocence, the history. It's a beautiful thing, guys. Beautiful thing. You're supposed to, Rose. That is the moment where you think you literally, when you have literally, when you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, and then all of a sudden you're sick and tired is being sick and tired of you being sick and tired. There's no more sick and tired. Everything that you literally have just right then and there pulled yourself out of, somebody else is in the exact same spot or they're worse. They're way worse. Believe me, they are. They just don't know it yet. They haven't met you yet. And you're going to help them in ways you didn't know, and helping them helps you. Every time I talk to one of you beautiful gems or one of my gorgeous clients that reach out to me, I learn something just like they do. I heal just like they do. I take a walk with them, and they take a walk with me. And we see where our differences aren't so different after all. Our morals are there, our ethics are there, but our path was different. Our directions, some were smooth and some were not so smooth. But then I learned to turn that gravel road into what molded me. Some people never even drove on a gravel road. They couldn't tell you how to drive on it. They probably couldn't drive on a gravel road now that I think about it. They've been on paved ways their whole life. I learned how to drive on the gravel. Let me show you something. Move over. Let me teach you how to drive this old stick shift. That's the blessing of it. Giving it away is the best part. You don't have to carry it. The giveaway. Did I miss any? Over the hill. I know. Oh my God. It like in May. So y'all already know. I told y'all last year that my birthday this year I was spending it in Florida. So on my birthday, I'm gonna be in Florida. If there is anybody that wants to do any meet and greet, May 27th, and I will be here for an extended visit. This is technically a long visit, but a short one because my next one is my long extended visit that has been planned since last year. Literally. And I actually, no, not even last year, like the year before. Like right at the end of 20, the year before, so it would have been 2023 when I met Michelle, right? I think so. I would have met her at like the end of the year, I think, like just before October. Anyway, so I knew right then and there that Michelle and I were gonna have a walk. We were gonna walk. We were gonna walk together. Our path was meant to cross. And we made plans that we would spend my 49th birthday together. We didn't know when, where, or how. And then as we have grown, I have been planning this birthday. So anyway, my 49th, my last year in the 40s, before I am officially over the hill and I have to grow all the way up, and I don't want to. I'm gonna have fun and I'm gonna do some shit and I'm gonna be in Florida. So if you're in the greater Florida area or you want to get out and do some traveling or a vacation this summer, let's do it together and let's have some fun. Let's go to the ocean. Let's go and do some antique shopping. And I bet you I can find you something just as special as everything else. So if you're looking for that special thing, or maybe we can go to New Orleans because it's only like 3 hours from here, 3.5 hours. So we're gonna have fun. I can drive a stick shift too. I learned how to drive on a three on a well, I guess we would call it a three on a tree, or three on a column or whatever. But I believe it was three on a tree, and it was this old ass truck, and it it had to like double pump the clutch. Anybody remember a three on a tree? Oh, okay. So where is Gainesville from, like Pensacola area? Because I'm in the Pensacola area. I'm right here. I'm literally less than a mile from the bay, the Gulf of Mexico. I literally am less than a mile. I am going to walk. I'm just like next week it's supposed to be in like the 60s. I am going to be walking and walking. And once I get there and I kind of like feel what it's like, I may even go live with you guys, just to go live with you guys while and we're just sitting there. You couldn't get the hang of the three on the tree. Man, it was. You know you're a beast if you can drive. 10 and 75 cross. 10 and 75. Okay. Um, so 10 is close to me, like real close. I'm not like. So the last time I was in Pensacola, I was 14, 15 years old, 16 years old. So it looks so different here, right? Because I used to live in Tallahassee. So it was nothing to come from Tallahassee here and spend the weekend and shit, right? Because we was also headed to usually New Orleans anyway. So, um, yeah, yeah. I know they cross somewhere. I'm just not sure, you know. And then, like I said, if you're in like the lower Mississippi or Alabama, I'm literally your neighbor. Like literally, because you got to come from New Orleans, you got to go through Mississippi and Bama, and then you come drop down into Florida. So, like, I don't know, you know. Shout out to anybody that's in the South. You know, if you want to have some fun and party like Rockstar with me this summer. 50 minutes east of Tallahassee. Oh, well then I that's probably why it sounds so familiar. Yep. Okay, 6 hours. Okay. Pretty cool. So anyway, guys, I think I hit all the meta messages. Not too many wanted a meta message, and that's okay. I'm gonna speak the rest of these out throughout the day and do as many as we can. I'll do one for the collective for all of us. Um, so let's see. Let's play the number game here, guys. We got one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay, so first number I see that is one through seven. That will be the collective for all of us, and then I will give the rest of them away throughout the day. You're welcome, Janet. 100%. You're welcome, sweetie. And anytime, you guys, I'm only an email away if anybody ever needs me. Unless you actually like have my phone number, and then I'm only a phone call away. Number four. One, two, three, four. All right, I got you. But I'm also an empty vessel right now, so I can literally take a lot of weight right now. So if anybody's got some real heavy shit that they're going through or whatever, or if you know somebody that's going through some heavy shit, I just kind of like dumped everything and gave it back to the ocean. So I'm like an empty vessel. So I am here if anybody needs me. So collectively, individually, what I want to say is first and foremost, the first thing that jumps out at me is the gorgeous cardinal, right? I have been interacting with a cardinal since I got here as well. So individuality, right? We have Zoe, the goddess, Zoe herself. So this deck is the Nyx deck. It is the goddess of night, but there is also other goddesses in here. Night goddesses, as myself as a moon child. This would be the goddess Zoe, right? She is one of those beautiful goddesses that help bless us with not just her gorgeous presence, but she is actually good with like life planning and fertility, right? And that kind of falls out together, right? So your life path is unfolding as it should, and this sigil is for fertility. So fertility, some of us can't birth a child into the world. Me, I ain't trying to, but nor could I if I had to or wanted to. I don't have all of that down there no more, right? So, but I can birth a book. I can birth other things, thoughts, creativities, tools. I can create, right? That's literally birthing it, bringing it into the existence. My hands or the womb that creates it or carries it along the way. My mind crafts it, builds a blueprint for it. My heart finds passion and love and emotion as it is being brought to life, created, right? We get attached to things that we create. We don't know our own boundaries. For our boundaries are the best part of our feelings because that is where our honesty lies. What we stand for, right? And that's exactly what this boundary, what we stand for, right? Honesty, as long as your boundary is what it is, as long as it is made from a heartfelt and honest place, that boundary will stand the test of every bit of time, right? Time is differently in different realms, if it even exists. It's not controlled like man does here, right? So understand that your feeling, whether it fits in this time or it fits in another realm, in another place, it's valid and it has boundaries because it is created from honesty. Trust your morals. Keep remembering that everything that is unfolding before you right now is a sign of you to create, birth, or bring into existence something that individually shows that you yourself are an independent thinker. You don't have forced thoughts in your head that is being said from someone else's feelings that you don't necessarily agree with. It's just stuck in your head. These are your individual powerful steps that you can take for yourself and continue to grow and birth things, whether it is an actual physical child that you bring into the life and bless it and let it be a blessing for someone else. Remember that what you are creating is not necessarily mandated for you. Maybe you're creating it for someone you haven't met yet, but you will along the way. And that is your meta messages. I love you guys. Thank you for spending today with me. Thank you for listening to all my quirky little stories. And remember, we all have an assignment that must be done today. You have until that moon has reached its third apex. 11 minutes. That's all. 11 minutes. If you cannot give 11 minutes, please take 11 minutes because there are enough of us that are being reached today that can give 11 minutes. I'm going to be giving away a whole lot more than just 11 minutes, but I can't wait to hear what you found in your 11 minutes. So until next time, guys, I'm sending you blessings and positive vibes and thoughts. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you later, guys. Now, we hit this button. Yeah, we gotta go up here. Boinky, boinky, boink. No, just kidding. Where's the button at? There it is. Nope, didn't work. Didn't work. Didn't work. Didn't work. Pokey, pokey, pokey. Didn't work.